Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution, Voyager Class Twincast, and Autobot Rewind. And similar to Metal Hawk, I also did purchase this figure at Burlington. And this figure had to be really good. I really loved Blaster. The Studio Series one I did not get, but I did get the Legacy, so I won't be expecting anything different, just a repaint. But overall, I'm really excited to open this up and see how he turns out. The packaging looks very lovely. We get a really nice artwork of Twincast boombox mode, where here we have a picture of Twincast. It's the same CGI image that we get for Blaster in both Studio Series and for Legacy, so you won't be getting anything new. The product shots are very similar to Blaster as well. Right there, $7.99. Unfortunately, it's getting covered right here, but you get the gist. And we have Twincast's robot form right here, and he does come with a little cassette guy who does transform as well. And right here, we get the Legacy good guy side of the picture. So yeah, honestly, buying this for $7.99 was a really good price, as this goes for around $30 or more on Amazon. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see how he turns out. Now with the figure out of the packaging, I really do like this figure. Even though it's the same as Blaster, it is very unique. I really do like the color that we do get, the blue and the white and the red. It looks very nice. It looks really nice. I also do like the head sculpt we get. It's different from the original Blaster. It does have the smirk face that I think is present on the Studio Series 86 Blaster. Correct me if I'm wrong. I really do like this mold. This mold is really nice. It's been used several times, but I feel like it's an overused mold, but it's still a really nice mold nonetheless. I really do like the paint and the details we do get. It's the same for Blaster. If we take a look at the shins and the legs, it has a lot of details. Looks very nice. Taking a look at the waist region has a lot of details as well. The chest region has a nice Autobot insignia. We have that transparent plastic, and if you do open the chest, it does reveal his little what's it called? Cassette little guy. So yeah, you could have that little guy transformed if you want. And honestly, the head looks really nice. But overall, yeah, the details aren't really that crazy. They're the same as Blaster. So if you have that figure, you won't be expecting anything new in the sculpt except the paint. Now the cassette is similar to the eject cassette that we did get for Blaster. It transforms the exact same, except in this case, this is a dark black transparent mixed with gold, whereas the original one was a light blue transparent. So yeah, there's just that minor difference. Other than that, the mold is exactly the same. Now as far as weapon storage goes on the back, it just stores into any of these three ports right here, or I think you could even place it on the arm if you want. And you could create really cool dynamic things or other stuff you want with other figures, combine them and such. Looks really cool. As far as articulation goes with this figure has a really nice amount of articulation. The head is on a ball joint which can look up and down, so side to side, do a flip 360. He has hinge joints at the arms, swivels at the bicep, 90, a little bit past 90 at the elbow. Fortunately, no wrist rotation. Sadly, they could have fixed that with the 86 Blaster, but unfortunately they chose not to. But it does have this hand rotation, mostly due to transformation. He has waist rotation, leg rotation. He can do the splits, up to this far, back to that far, do 90 degrees at the knee, do thigh swivel, and he has ankle rocker joint and a toe pivot, but it's in reverse due to transformation. But other than that, yeah, his articulation is pretty much the same as Blaster and is pretty bland, if you honestly ask me. Starting off the comparisons, first let's bring in War for Cybertron Kingdom Rodimus Prime. And honestly, we might see this mold probably next year in 2026 when they probably release this with different paint, but yeah, just to show you a scale how big Rodimus is to this guy. Here's how he scales with his wavemate Metal Hawk, and I did purchase these both for $7.99 at Burlington. Unfortunately, at the time of this recording, they are no longer available, but luckily for those like me and those who did find them, you guys got to purchase these at a cheap price around November, December in 2024. And here's how he scales next to Ironhide. Here we have the best Optimus Prime figure that they made last year, the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. And finally, here's Legacy / Kingdom Blaster. And honestly, if you have Blaster or Blaster or any of the other like remolds of this guy, it's the exact same. You won't be getting anything new. Probably the only thing different is probably the headpiece having the slight little smirk, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. The little cassette, the little minion is exactly the same. The weapon is the same. Everything is the same. The only difference is the paint. So if you really want to buy this figure, that's your choice. Like, I personally wanted to buy this, but I'd say there isn't really a need to buy it if you already have one of these figures. Or if you don't have this one, I'd say buy this one. Why not? And plus, it's a really cool figure to play around with. As we can see, here is Eject and here is Rewind, and we can see that they are very similar. They're the same sculpt and everything, same thing to Blaster and Twincast. The only difference is that Eject is a light shade of blue and this one is a dark shade of gray. The color of bronze/gold is different. This one's a more brass color while this is like a more gold color. And the orange piece on Eject is red on Rewind. So other than that, basically everything else is the same. The gray plastic here is white, so yeah, so it's the same, just the paintwork is a little bit different. And this is how Twincast scales next to Perceptor. Now for transformation, this one is fairly simple, so sit back, relax, as the transformation for this one applies to the 86 Blaster Legacy/Kingdom, also applies to the Shattered Glass Blaster, and I think like other variants of this character. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. And there we have Twincast fully transformed into that awesome looking boombox mode. And the boombox mode looks very, very lovely. I really do like it. The transformation is very simple, yet a little bit fiddly at times, but it's still a really nice transformation nonetheless. It's very simple. An 8-year-old could do it. It's really nice. The details on the boombox mode are really, really nice. We can see we have the little what's it called? This thing on the radio, the little thing that helps you change the channels. The little gears, I think. I forgot what it's called. But you can see a lot of detail over here. We have even a forward button, a rewind button, a pause/play button. We have other little buttons and little details on it as well. Looks very nice. Turn your attention toward the side and the corner. It looks very nice. We have the speaker right there. The foot hides very nicely. And we do have this speaker enclosed by this piece of plastic. And I do like that the gun could also act as an antenna from a front view where you can tell it's an antenna. In the back, you could tell it's a gun and a transformer, obviously. The details on the back look very nice. You can tell it's a robot, but from the side or the front, it looks a lot like a boombox. From the top, I do like that it does come with these little things where you could hang it and stuff. It looks very nice. The bottom looks nice as well. Overall, this thing looks very, very nice in its boombox mode. As far as integration of his little cassette, you just simply open this, slide it in there, and close it. Very simple. As far as he scales with another like kind of household item / little gimmicky thing, here is Perceptor. Perceptor to the boombox looks nice. This is how they scale. Obviously not accurate to real life or how they appear in the show, but it's a really nice comparison nonetheless. And this is how he scales next to Blaster. Obviously, since they're the same, they're obviously going to look the same and everything, but the only difference is the paint. I just want to ask you guys, which one do you prefer, Blaster or Twincast? Personally, I prefer Blaster because I like the gray and red, but Twincast's white, red, and blue looks kind of unique. I really do like it. But overall, let me know in the comments which one you prefer the most. So that about wraps up the review on my Transformers Legacy, Twincast, and Rewind. Honestly, I wasn't going to pick this figure up at first, but then I saw the price at $7.99 and I just had to pick it up. And honestly, it was a really, really good choice I did. It adds more to my collection, and also it looks really good. I do recommend for anyone to buy this. Unfortunately, at Ross and Burlington, these guys are no longer at sale by the time of this recording, but you guys can find them on Amazon for around $35, or even less, probably depending on sales. As this figure wasn't really sold at, people don't really buy this figure as much, but I feel like people should buy this figure because it's a really fun figure to play around with. And if you don't have Blaster, it's a great substitute for that as well. The only qualms I do have with the figure would be probably that there's no wrist rotation that they could have added. But other than that, I feel like this figure is really good. I do like the new head sculpt, it looks amazing, and the paintwork just feels so nice, and the sculpt work is really, really lovely. So that about wraps up my review. Tell me what you thought of this figure. Do you have them? Will you get them? Are you never going to get them? And until my next review, I'll see you then. And our next review is going to be something that has to do with the Age of the Primes. So that about wraps up my review. Tell me what you thought about it in the comment section down below. In the words of Optimus Prime,
transform and roll out!